One.
Yo, welcome back, guys, and welcome back to the Pig and Pod podcast. Of course, as always, got myself and Hump in the building today. Before getting anything, Hump, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How are you doing on this fine Thursday?
Man, I cannot complain. Not a whole lot of complaints doing life, everything. Take all your blessings and you run with it,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Enjoying the summer, working hard and hardly working at the same time. But we're excited to get some content out for you guys here watching. And it's been a while, but what can you do? I mean, we're still here. At the end of the day, we're always going to be
We're
here.
here. We're here.
We'll always be here. I mean, probably not every week, not every other week, but we'll be here, just lurking, I guess. So, a couple of big things we missed since our last podcast. The Knicks are your NBA champions. Before we get into any big off-season moves, tell me what you thought about that series and how you felt it played out.
Um, well, I mean, it was kind of like predictable in a way because like the Knicks kind of had experience on their side. OG Anunoby, he already won a chip before.
Mhm.
Um, Karl Anthony Towns has always made it far in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson always made it far in the playoffs. Josh Hart, pretty experienced. So they just had a lot more experience on the Spurs, and they didn't
Mhm.
have De'Aaron Fox on their team. So, when you don't have De'Aaron Fox on your team, your chances of winning are boosted. So, hey, I'm sorry, De'Aaron Fox, but gee Louise, man, that was wow. Uh, I don't know, but shout out to the Knicks, bro. That was a that was a breath of fresh air, a real breath of fresh air. That was a very complete team who won. It wasn't too top dominated. They have a lot of pieces on the bench that I think stood out. So shout
Yeah.
out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks in the city of New York. I know they went crazy, as they should. I mean, I think it's been over 50 years since their last finals championship, and the city of New York, the mecca of basketball, has been waiting for it and had a good celebration from what I've seen. But yeah, to kind of piggyback off what you said, man, Fox had a rough series, rough playoffs to be honest, and he's coming off an injury, so give him a little bit of grace there. But how much grace can you give a player who's making over $50 million a year? Getting outplayed by a rookie. Um, I think back to, I believe it was game four, no, game three, where the series was tied 1-1. And actually, I don't remember what game it was, but the Spurs had the 29-point lead, and all Fox had to do was grab the ball and dribble it out. But he went up for a layup, got blocked by OG, and sure enough, they ended up losing that game because a $50 million player, $50 million veteran player at that, decided to go for layup. Horrible decision. I mean,
Terrible decision.
I don't think I could do half of what professional athletes can do because they're professional athletes, but I think that I would know to grab the ball, dribble it out, get fouled, and go to the free throw line with a chance to just extend the game. But
Yeah.
bad decision making. And he ultimately got outplayed by a rookie and Dylan Harper, who looked incredible. And I know that it's tough being a Spurs fan right now because what you were leading for majority of the series. Like if you look at the leads, they from the first quarter to the third quarter, they were basically up by double digits every single game. And to lose in five is difficult, very difficult. But on the bright side, you have such a young team. You have Victor Wembanyama, who just took a moderate pay cut to help with flexibility. Um, yeah, they have a bright future for sure. But
Yeah.
some teams just don't make it back, man. I mean, look at the Bengals, for example. They made it in, was it 22, 20, 21? Regardless, they made it and haven't seen much of them since. I mean, like Eminem said, you have one shot. Uh, so this might be it for the Spurs, but I don't think it will be. They should have capitalized on their opportunity because they had every right to. But I mean, you can't do a whole lot now that it's over. You know,
Yeah. All you can do now is, look ahead. You have, in my opinion, the best player in the league on your team, the tallest player in the league on your team, a player of the year on your team.
6 man of the
So
year as well.
6 man of the year. So I mean, you have a lot of cards that are playing in your favor. So it's not like you're automatically out. Like I expect them to be a top three seed yet again. They're gonna retool. They're gonna do all those things. I mean, you just beat the defending champions, who are arguably one of the better defending teams we've ever seen. A team led by a free throw merchant and a demigod of a two guard by the name of Jalen Williams, you know. So you
And
beat that team. That's a pretty decent team that you beat. Not
yeah,
even decent. That's a team that's gonna go down in the record books, in my opinion. So gotta hold your head high. You know, every year's different. Things
yeah.
happen. So
And you forgot to mention the guy from Apple Jacks playing power forward for them, the stick man.
Lewis Dort.
I'm talking about old Chet, your boy Chetty.
Oh, Chet
You
Holmes.
ever
Oh,
seen Apple
brother.
Jacks? The box?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln wasn't a better comp.
Jesus Christ.
Have you ever heard of Oasis, the band, or I think it's a band. They sing Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Yeah,
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 they have this other song called "Don't Look Back in Anger." That's what you gotta do for the Spurs. You can't look back and be angry at it, angry at the
yeah.
loss. You gotta take it on the chin and grow from it. I mean, nobody expected them to really be in the finals. I sure didn't. I
Either.
had Oklahoma City go into the final just because based off experience and talent, but
Hmm.
they overachieved and underachieved at the exact same time, or players underachieved, specifically your boy Fox. So now that we got our little finals discussion out the way, it's been a very busy offseason so far, and
Very busy.
we'll get to LeBron probably last to close it up. But I want to start with probably the biggest trade that's happened so far, and that is Jalen Brown moving from the Boston Celtics to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George. What do you think about this deal?
Um, I'm still kind of lost. Like I don't think it really helps either team. Unlike you got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and now Jalen Brown. I just I don't get it. I really don't get it. I think VJ Edgecombe should be a starter in this league, but now he's getting reduced to the Jared McCain role, and I don't think that's pretty good. And I don't know why teams are still trading for Paul George. I'm not getting it. He's not what he used to be, obviously. Okay, he's not what he used to be, but I just think they just wanted out with Jalen Brown. I think they really just wanted him to leave. And he's a great player. He had, I think, well, in everyone's eyes, his best season ever. But I don't know, man. I just think, and then you're trading him to a team that just beat you in the final, not the finals, in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm not, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like, I know in football, you will rarely see teams like the Chiefs and the Bills or the Chiefs and the Bengals or the Chiefs and the Ravens or the Eagles and the Cowboys or Packers and the Bears. You will rarely see these teams trade together because they always have to play each other. And I feel like that's kind of what it was. And it's like you just I feel like nobody really won the trade in a way. I thought Jalen Brown would have fit somewhere else, like in the West. He would have been amazing in the West. But maybe the 76ers have something for him. I don't know. I just it depends, honestly. It
yeah.
depends.
I mean, on paper as well, the 76ers look like a good team. I mean, you see Maxey, you see Embiid, you see Jalen Brown, Edgecombe, sign Anthony Simons, got a couple of decent role players, but how can you integrate all these people together? I mean, Tyreek Maxey's a one, Embiid's a one. Uh, Brown has been a one B his entire career. It's just there's only one basketball at the end of the day, and to see how these guys kind of mix is going to be interesting to see and how it might affect Edgecombe and his development. It could be kind of detrimental. Um, but honestly, for the trade part, I understand what Boston did. The guy's about to make $60 million with the new CBA and all the cap restraints and relegations. It's difficult to have two of your top players making 50% of the salary cap, if not more. So this move was strictly financial in that aspect, but I don't understand why they didn't get Edgecombe for it. Because trading a superstar like Jaylen Brown for Paul George, whose $50 million will be expiring, meaning that his money will just wipe off the books and you'll have $50 million to spend on free agents or create trade exceptions. It will be pretty beneficial, but man, they really should be trying to get Edgecombe in that deal. And I'm sure they did, but you could have really got more for him. You could have
Yeah,
got a younger player, young talented player, as well as more picks because they got I think two first round picks unprotected, which is always a good. But if they're coming from the Sixers, I mean, it's probably gonna be late first at that. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that deal, but it almost seemed like the Celtics had to do that. After they struck out on Giannis, you can't keep a girl around, if you will, if she knows that you're trying to get rid of her. You know, like you're trying to get rid of her, and you make it clear to everybody that you don't want her, and then you don't get what you want. You can't just keep that around because that relationship is tarnished, man. So
yeah.
ultimately, I guess the Celtics try to free up some cap, and on paper, it looks good for Philly. Um, but I'll be definitely interested to see how these three primary ball handlers, these three ball dominant players work on the court and how it will affect Edgecombe and his development. So be interesting to see. And last thing about this, Boston was up 3-1 against Philly.
Yeah.
To trade him to a team that you just blew a 3-1 lead to. I'm not
And
saying this
your
is
best player wasn't healthy.
yeah,
Like, I don't know,
yeah.
man. It's
It's
a funky
interesting.
way to go out. Very funky way to go out.
Very fun. I don't know. I agree with it, but I'm not a GM at the end of the day. And Brad Stevens has proven that he is considered one of the elite GMs in the league. But enough with that. What you think about the Giannis move? Giannis to the Heat.
Another trade I really don't understand.
Yeah,
They have no shooters for real. Um, who's the primary ball handler?
it's a good question.
Like, there's a lot of this offseason, it's been kind of weird. Because there's like it's maybe it's me. It's not making sense. These moves aren't making sense. I feel like they probably make sense for the player for where they want to go.
Mhm.
Like Giannis, maybe he did want to be in Miami. Everybody wants to be in Florida, things like that. But on paper, it just doesn't look right on paper.
Yeah,
On paper, I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm trying my hardest to see the vision, but like who's gonna be your who's like Tim Hardaway? Is that gonna be your point guard?
I think it'll probably be Davion Mitchell, who's a bench player at best, or you probably have never heard of this guy before, and this is kind of ball knowledge here. Or Pele Larson. Have you ever heard of him? Exactly,
Never heard of him.
exactly. Yeah,
Never heard
that
of him.
tells you a lot right there. Maybe they'll have Giannis run the point. I don't know, really. But Miami got a lot, man. They gave a lot up for Giannis, a bunch of picks,
Yeah.
a bunch of their players who agree or disagree, who were okay. I like Khalil Ware a lot. The center got moved, and obviously Tyler Hero got moved. Has something to say about it to Bam. Sure, got packed up, but
Yeah,
yeah,
got that Draymond special.
that Draymond special. I mean, that's the price you're willing to play. You're willing to pay for a superstar player like Giannis, but at the cost of all your depth and everything, it's gonna be tough to win out east, and the East got better. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm finally glad that saga's over. I feel like the past 3 or 4 years we've been waiting on the Giannis move or whatever. I'm glad that that
Oh, I
relationship.
don't want to leave. I'm ready to leave. Oh, but I don't want to leave. I don't want to play for Milwaukee, but I want to stay in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
It's not how that works, brother. It's not how that works.
yeah, I agree. I'm glad it's over. It's been a pretty rough marriage this past couple of years, and now we got the Greek freak in Miami, so he'll probably lose his mind out there. I mean, he'll probably handle pit bull everybody like that. I don't know what to think now. But one more big trade we'll talk about here is the LaMelo Ball to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, shaking your head over there. Are you still confused by this one as well?
Yes, they, bro, they have no defenders. Their only defender for real is Rudy Gobert. So as it stands right now, they're going out there with Rudy Gobert and I think a bunch of two guards and maybe one forward. I can't. I maybe I'm not seeing the vision. I'll put it like this: LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, it's gonna be fireworks. They're gonna be an amazing offense. But bro, every game's gonna be about 130 to 120 every single time because Rudy Gobert, he ain't running his fat ass out there to the 3-point line. Okay? That's not happening. What are you gonna do when you gotta guard Stephen Curry? Well, like what are you gonna do when you gotta guard Luca? You can't double Luca with Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. Like, come on, man. I just again, it's still the offseason. They can make some moves, of course. They can sign some players, but giving away Nas Reed, I, I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that.
They also
Can't
got
get
rid of
behind that one.
Julius Randle as well. Sent them to the Nets in that trade, which whoever
They
cared about Julius
send
Randle.
my dog to the purgatory. They
Yeah,
sent him to the shadow realm. Oh my goodness.
that's going to be an
They sent
interesting
the
team, man. Oh, Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. It'll probably be a combined 3 assists every game.
wow.
No passing
What a
allowed.
team. What
What
a
a team.
what a team. I guess, man. That's a
Yeah. To be honest, I kind of like this move for the Hornets. I know that it's tough getting rid of
oh,
your
100%.
franchise player in LaMelo Ball, but you saw last year, Con Kneppel, your boy KK, almost 3K. His middle name starts with a C, so we're good there. We're good. We're good. But he had a crazy rookie year. Great player. Brendan Miller also turned up and playing like the number 2 overall pick from a couple of years ago. They
Mhm.
sold high on LaMelo, which is, I think, very important to do in sports. My Pelicans, they always hold on to players for too long and kind of depletes their value, making them. Because, I mean, last year you wouldn't have got as many picks or players that you would have gotten for LaMelo. Instead, they sold high. So I got to appreciate that. And I know it was a tough decision to make, but, and you also got a good player, Nas Reed, who is probably the savior of basketball. But yeah.
Uh,
Timberwolves, they needed a point guard for quite a while, and maybe Lamelo can get that done. But he's also been very injury prone apart from last year and his rookie year. So it's definitely high risk, high reward. But you're right, Al. The team will be electric on offense.
very, very.
And in
I'm
interviews
looking
too.
forward to it.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. It's gonna be fun to watch.
it
It's gonna
will
be
be.
fun to watch them threes just One end of the court, other end of the court. One end of the court, other end of the court. One end of the court, other end of the court. Oh no, why is Rudy Gobert running out the 3 point? Oh, that's a three. Oh, Rudy Gobert 3 point. Ah, that's a three. It's gonna it's gonna be
I'm ex-
funny, man. It's gonna
I'm
be fun
excited
to
for
watch.
their post game interviews will be college, man. You
100%.
them
That's
on
gonna
the
they're gonna
mic.
rack up about $5 million in
Yeah,
fines.
people get some good money. The charities, I think that's where all the fine money goes. Some certain charities. So that would be good for the charities. Good for everybody. I
Yeah.
guess that's really the big main off season moves I wanted to discuss. Do you have any more you want to talk about?
Um, no, I don't think so. I guess now we're just waiting.
Waiting.
We're just waiting for the guy.
Where is he going?
Where is he going? What they post on Instagram when they're finna go to college? Where's home? When they do their commitments, where is home?
He should do a ceremony like that with the hats and the shirts and psych everybody
Jeez,
out. I think that'd be great.
jeez, bro.
It probably now is on like a
Got
podcast or something. I don't know.
you got your agent talking to who is it? Is it Max? Is his name?
I don't know.
The
Max.
guy who used to be on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith?
Oh, Max Kellerman.
Yeah, Max, yeah. So he was doing a little podcast with him trying to break down the teams LeBron can go to and why he fits such and such team. Bro, you're an agent. Just talk to Bron. We don't need to know this because we understand it. We don't need to know it. But with that being said, I would like to see him in Dallas with Kyrie Irving.
Are you ever in Cooper Flag? That'll be an
I
interesting
would
squad.
like to see that.
I
You
haven't heard
know,
much about Dallas, but now that you say it, man, Kyrie,
it works.
Cooper Flag, yeah. But I still don't think that they're competing for a title though, and I think he LeBron wants to go on top. That's my thing. That's what I
There.
think he wants to do as well.
So Cleveland, if they got the money, he would probably have to take like a big pay cut to go to Cleveland.
Yeah. But I mean,
Um,
so much money with through his 25 years in the league and all his endorsements. I think, yeah, I agree. He's going to have to take a pay cut to go there for sure.
yeah. Imagine we're doing all this and he actually just re-signs with the Lakers.
I don't think the Lakers want, or I don't think he wants the Lakers, I should say. He doesn't want to be around all those white guys.
God dang.
I think he's going to Cleveland, huh? I think he's going to go to Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to trade some players to maybe give him some more money. Um, I think he goes to Cleveland. Him, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley. I think
That team.
that's not a bad team at all. But I just don't like Evan Mobley.
It's a bunch of
He's
guys who just don't perform in the playoffs. And then there's LeBron James.
yeah, I
He's
really
used
like.
to that though.
I think Donovan Mitchell maybe my for whatever reason he's probably one of my favorite players in the league. He's just cold. He really and
100%.
he's not like large either. He's kind of smaller. He's just cold, man. He's got
Yeah.
game off the court if you know. Um, yeah, but I think he goes home. The third time's the charm, and he could try to bring Cleveland to championships. I mean, he's already celebrated Cleveland even more, so wouldn't be celebrated. What do you think about the Warriors, Buzz?
Uh, I mean, I understand it. I get why, they're like linking him to it, like, oh, he's always wanted to play with Curry.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen it to where they were like, oh, it's gonna be Curry, Draymond, Bron, but Draymond wants out. Isn't Draymond a free agent?
So he declined. He was supposed to make like $28 million, and for Draymond, that's insane. He's probably like a $10 million player best. He declined that and just to free up more money if LeBron were to stay. Because you know Draymond loves LeBron, man. It's honestly kind of concerning. Like Draymond's always on LeBron. Just talk about LeBron this, LeBron that. Come on, Draymond, back off, man. Hop off.
That's Westbrook. Man's
Yeah,
name is Westbrook.
yeah. So he's going back to the Warriors, but he declined all his money so they could free up some for LeBron. That's really what happened. I don't
Okay.
think he gets that. I think that Curry's older. I'm not saying he's worse, but the past couple of years he's been injured a good bit. You got Tingus Pingus at center. He has AIDS, so is what it is. Draymond Green, who's liable for 50 game suspension at some point in the season, and then you got Brandon Pajimski, who is the worst player in NBA. So that does not sound like a squad that's going to make it far. To be honest, it sounds just like I don't even know what type
Yeah.
of team that is or what, but yeah, that's an interesting
What
match.
happened? Where did it go wrong? Like,
Draymond,
what did it like?
it was Draymond Green. It's his big
Oh
mouth.
man.
He ran Katie out of town. He ran whatever. Jordan Poole is a great player. He's not even a shell of himself now, but Jordan Poole was a great player. Um, yeah, ran him out too. Ran KD out. I wouldn't be surprised if they had reports come out that Draymond Green ran Klay Thompson out. Yeah, man. And then Kaminga, the seventh overall pick one draft, drafted Kaminga. You had the second overall pick in the LaMelo Ball draft and took James Wiseman over LaMelo and Tyrese Halliburton, all these good players. So I don't know what you can trace it back to, but I'm gonna blame him on Draymond because I don't like him.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, I guess LeBron might like him. Who knows?
LeBron!
Who knows? So I don't have anything else to say about basketball, man. I could probably talk about basketball for forever, but I'm tapped out. It's
Yeah,
kind of
man. We just wait out the clock and wait on Bron and
yeah,
us nothing else. Wait for the season to start.
yeah. Got a couple more months, man. I'm counting down the days, but
I'm down the
I don't want to get
days.
lost in what's happening in the future. Right now, the World Cup has been insane. I don't really watch soccer much, but I've been watching some of the World Cup in my free time, and it's electric, man. It's just something about national sports like the WBC, the World Cup. Just whenever players are playing for their country, it's just a different amount of passion and joy. And it's been a pretty awesome World Cup, and now we got Spain and Argentina in the finals. What's your thoughts on the World Cup as a whole so far? And then give me your thoughts on your finals prediction.
I will say this to anybody that's just now like getting into soccer, you're missing out on so much more. In my opinion, the World Cup isn't even the best competition in soccer.
Really?
The best competition in soccer is the UEFA Champions League. That's when they take the best European teams from all the different leagues and they come together and they play each other for the biggest title in all of soccer, right? But in terms of the World Cup, man, we've seen some dogs. Now, personally, my teams did make it to the final, which is England and France. That's what I was going for. My favorite players play for both of those teams, but they will be playing Saturday for the third place title. So, um, Mbappe, the dictator, dog, Messi, I guess he's the GOAT. He's one of my favorite players, but I guess Ronaldo, get Ronaldo, get Ronaldo out of here. Saw a lot of shockers. Cape Verde. I am now a Cape Verde fan.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Cape Verde fans out there. We love y'all so much. Um, Holland, dog for Norway. Jude Bellingham. I'm gonna say this right now. I know you probably don't know a bunch about soccer, but Jude Bellingham is on pace to become the best English soccer player of all time.
How old is he?
23.
Wow. Yeah. 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 Hell of a World Cup too.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he can do it all. You know, most most strikers slash center midfielders, they don't do a lot of defending. This
Hmm.
man goes box to box all game, box to box, and it's a joy to watch, man. Him and Harry Kane, they're a joy to watch. Even though Kobe Maino's not playing like he should be playing, it's still a joy to watch, man. I'm loving the World Cup. I really am.
It's
I
been
really
great.
am.
It really has been. I think the games are really cool, but I really enjoy seeing, I guess, the England fans after the game singing Wonderwall and Hey Jude. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm not an emotional guy, and it doesn't make me cry or anything, but like, it's emotional, man. It's really neat. And
Is
you got a whole country behind you singing your name in the Hey Jude song. Like, can you imagine how you would feel like being in that position? So I was also rooting for England after USA got obliterated by Belgium, which was horrible.
didn't even have a chance. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't even have a chance.
I didn't know Belgium was that good or USA played that bad. There needs to be
They
more
have
accountability for Pulisic. Probably not even saying his name right, but he didn't really show
terrible.
up at all in the tournament. Maybe he's just not a guy. He might just be one of no. He's might be a guy. He's not the guy. Um, I don't know. I like McKenzie a lot. He was pretty solid. Balogun, I think I'm saying his name right. He
Yo,
was
he's a dog.
here
He's a
tournament.
dog. For sure a
Yeah,
dog.
I guess Desk was pretty solid. I don't know who the captain was on the field. I didn't really care for him. I forget his name, but he was, I think, defense. And there's still a lot for me. I don't know about soccer, but I got a question for you. Why is it that all the strikers really get all the glory? How come like defensive players don't get as much? Is it just because the goals? I don't really hear a whole lot about defensive players.
Um, yeah, I think it's more about the goals they score. Like we're in a day and age where people enjoy dribbling and scoring so much,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of like elite, elite defenders out there. One named Jules Koundé plays for France. Elite defender. Um, who else? I don't know his full name, but his last name's like Lecroix or some shit. He plays for France. Elite defender. There's this one guy that plays for England. He did a sliding tackle in the box. That's
I
bro, they
know.
don't get a lot of love. I don't like that. They don't get a lot of love. But when you got guys like Harry Kane who's scoring upwards of 50 goals a year, it's kind of hard to, overlook that. Like I'm gonna pull up Harry Kane's stats right now. I'm gonna pull up his stats from his prime, which is at Tottenham Hotspur. This man was averaging damn near 30 goals in just league play. That's not counting Champions League, FA Cup, and all those things. So in total, he's getting 50 to 60 goals a year.
Yeah,
Throw in a few assists. Bro, Messi had 72 goals in 1 year, like one calendar year. And he wasn't even the main striker. He was playing the wing.
really.
So you got guys like that. It's kind of hard to just be like, yeah, we got defenders. They're cool. They're
Yeah,
cool.
I guess I played defender the couple years I played soccer. And they don't really get as much love as I feel like they should. Similar to the offensive line, like you know when the offensive line is bad, like whatever the offensive line is doing bad, like you can see it. You can see how poorly a team is run. But whenever offensive line is doing good, nobody says anything. You know what I mean?
No,
And that's how I see
terrible.
it. That's how I see it. Because offensive line, as well as a defensive line in soccer, can make or break a game. I think that they need to get more love, man. Can't do nothing with offensive
Pitiful.
line. Can't do anything. So who you got in the big game on Sunday?
I'm going for Spain because they got Lamine Yamal.
I haven't. Has he done much? I know he got a penalty for Spain a couple of years ago, but has he scored
Um,
much? Or
no, he hasn't. But I mean,
I
I'm
know.
not gonna hold it against him. The kid
Yeah,
just turned 19,
yeah,
but you can tell like the teams are sending three guys to him. He's beating all three every single time. But it's so much you can do based on how like the coach is because when he's playing for Barcelona, you can tell okay, he's the focal point. Everybody, like the manager, they're doing everything they can to make it to where he's scoring. But for Spain, they're keeping him wide and they're trying to make him get a bunch of assists. Like he's doing a bunch of crosses in the box, which is cool. But he can score too. He can really score. And I don't it's not like I'm not a manager. I don't know a bunch about soccer, so I'm not gonna criticize a manager for real. But again, it just seems kind of off. So I think if they kind of let him play a bit more in the box, maybe he would score more. But he might turn it on. He might turn it on. Who knows?
game left. That'll be the game to do it.
Yeah. He's knocked off Ronaldo. He's knocked off Mbappe, I think, three times.
Really,
So he's he's a dog. He's for sure a dog. For
I think
sure a dog.
I'm gonna go with Argentina here, man. It's just the I don't know. There's so many. Alvarez is a dog. I know everybody looks at Messi, but Alvarez is a pretty solid player. I don't know a whole lot about their team, but they sure wait to the last moments, man. I think they're down 2-0 to Egypt and came back and won 3-2, which is pretty wild. Down 1-0 to England. I think what the 83rd minute came back and won 2-1 and not even needing extra time. So it's like they can flip the switch. I think I'm rock with Argentina, man. I know they won the last one, but I think they have the best player in the world, regardless of his age. But one more thing about the World Cup, then we can move on. But who do you think gets the Golden Boot?
Golden Boot. I, I think they might give it to Messi just to give it to him, but
Really?
I think Mbappe deserves it the most. But it's a toss up. It's really a toss up right now. But I'm going for Mbappe to get it, but I don't know. Or Usman Dembele. Dembele's a goat. And Dembele. I'm going to encourage everyone who's watching right now, go watch Usman Dembele.
What? Uzman? What's his last name?
Dembele. I think
Dembele.
is he
And
just
he
won
played
the
for.
Ballon d'Or. He plays for PSG. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll give him a look here soon. For Golden Boot, I'd like to see Jude Bellingham win it. He's not. He only had 6 goals, but I would like to see him win it.
Oh, he's
I'm a
definitely
fan.
like in there. He's
I'm a
definitely
fan.
in the race.
I'm a big fan. Or Holland win it, just because Norway. I don't think Norway's made it that far in quite a long
I
time.
don't
But
think he'll get off. Ah,
did you watch him play? Like it's almost like he's coasting the whole game, and then at select moments he'll turn it on. Like
yeah.
that dude plays no defense. He's like James Harden of soccer. He's just no defense, all offense. And even whenever he's playing offense, he picks and chooses his time to play.
Yep.
So that's kind of like, okay. I guess Messi and Mbappe are the front runners, but I would like to see Bellingham win it. I think he's played incredibly. That's my hopeful pick. Yeah, you with that? Huh?
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick.
Now, it's probably a lot off of goals, but yeah,
I mean, it's yeah, it's off of goals and then like actual performance and who you perform against.
yeah.
Like it's like if you got a bunch of goals off of penalties,
Mhm.
they're not finna give you the golden boot for that.
Yeah,
But like if you're getting goals because you're beating the keeper one on one or you're beating two of the defenders, it's a strong possibility. Like
yeah,
somebody like the thing that's putting Bellingham in the race is that, like I said, he's playing box to box and he's still scoring. Like he has 6 goals.
hmm
Harry Kane has 6 goals and he's not doing a lot of running. He's
yeah,
not. He's a
yeah.
striker.
Cool. Penalties as well.
Yeah. So like you're going from your own box to the other team's box. You're the main ball handler. You're doing a lot. So I think that puts him in there. But
Yeah,
again, it's favoritism sometimes. It really is. Like
yeah,
Mbappe got it last year because that one it wasn't favoritism. Like you could not deny him that he scored 3 goals in like 2 minutes. You couldn't deny him. Like that was wonderful. Wonderful.
still not enough to. That was against Argentina, right? 3 goals in 2 minutes.
You what?
Was that against Argentina?
Yeah, in the
That
final. Yeah.
was a good match. I watched the highlights of that one the other day. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's all I have for the World Cup, man. I just wanted to say what an honor it's been to watch, and I think it's been pretty cool seeing all these other countries in America. Um, and I'm not, I guess I'm a American at the end of the day, but just seeing how these fans in other countries celebrate and how they chant in the stadium. I'm looking at fans in U.S. sports. I'm like, dang, we don't have this. They're singing Wonderwall, Hey Jude. They're in there chanting the whole game. Um, it's remarkable. It really is, and I don't think that I didn't realize that our fans, U.S. fans, are really nothing compared to other countries.
I think the closest we get to that is college football. College
Probably,
football is the closest we have to that.
yeah,
And college football is putting up a good fight. It puts up a good fight.
yeah.
But like this one, like I said, the World Cup is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to like the fans and just football in general. Like they have these things, like I don't know like the exact name of it, but it's like they'll pop fireworks and have like fireworks shows in the stadium as the game is going on. It's they take this football shit serious, man. And I don't blame them. It's fun to watch.
It
We got
really
to
is.
get you a team. We got to get you a team.
I'm a free agent right now, so
Find you a team. Do not pick an MLS team. No,
oh yeah,
pick a team in Europe so you can watch their league. And you can watch Champions League. So much better than MLS. I promise. I promise 100%.
I wanted it to be. I wanted to pick Richmond as my team because they're the team in Ted Lasso, but I was disappointed to find out that they do not exist. So Richmond would have been my team, but they do not exist. Unfortunately, it might be West Ham because West Ham is in the Ted Lasso show, or Man City. I don't know. I don't know. No,
Don't pick Man City.
why
If you
not?
pick Man City, I can't rock with you no more because I'm a Man
Really,
United fan.
really,
Can't rock with you if you pick Man City, but that's who Holland plays for. So
City.
yeah, not a bad team.
Yeah, they're not. They're in the Ted Lasso show, which I've been watching. I like that one. It's a good
I
show.
still haven't watched it. I gotta watch it. I
It's
gotta
kind of
watch it.
corny, similar to Cobra Kai, but it's still good. Nothing will beat Cobra Kai for me though. But
Cobra Kai never dies.
that's right, never dies. That's my first tattoo. We get right here. We got hold the snake on like John Kreese says. What a show, man. What a show.
Great show. Great
What a
show.
show. So I know you had a list of quarterbacks, and you want to talk about this. I'm gonna give you the floor to go ISO, and I'll give you my input after you get done. But first, you got the ISO. That's right.
Okay. So if you guys don't know, every year or like every few years, uh, coaches, GMs, scouts, execs, they'll all get asked who are the top QBs in the league, right? And this time we got our list. We're gonna go down the list. We're gonna start from 10 and work up. And then I'm gonna give my thoughts on this list because it's a list for sure. Starting at 10, Caleb Williams. 9, Jared Goff. 8, Drake May. 7, Justin Herbert. 6, Dak Prescott. 5, Lamar Jackson. 4, Joe Burrow. 3, Matthew Stafford. 2, Patrick Lavon Mahomes II. And 1, Josh Allen. I'm gonna just I'm gonna just start with the biggest outlier to me is Justin Herbert. Um, he should not be in this top 10 list at all. The biggest thing that stands out to me with him is he's the only guy on this list without a single playoff win. Um, so that means he's on this list based off of his body type, his body of work, and what he does in the regular season. But after that, he's terrible. Like he should not be on this list. Um, Joe Burrow should not be in the top 5 anymore. He has not been in the playoffs for 3 years now. He can't stay healthy. So with that, I would put Lamar Jackson at 4, Dak Prescott at 5. I think Dak Prescott is easily a top 5 QB in the league right now. Um, Caleb Williams, I think should be 8, and I think Drake May should move up to 7. Jared Goff, right where he should be. Um, the one guy missing is Jalen Hurts. I don't like the disrespect to Jalen Hurts. I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan, but I will say the disrespect he gets, like he didn't just win a Super Bowl and outplayed the like unequivocally a top 3 QB of all time twice. He outplayed him twice in the biggest game. So I just that kind of don't sit right with me. And he's doing this while having a different OC every now and then. Um, that's I can't get behind that. Now, moving on to 1 and 2, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I'm gonna pull up some stats here, right? I'm just gonna pull up some quick stats, quick stats. These are Josh Allen's playoff stats, right? The wild card round. He is 6-1, 340 total yards, 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 6 fumbles, and 113 passer rating. That's the wild card round. Now every round after that, he's 2-6, 287 total yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 9 fumbles, and a 91 passer rating. What are we doing? No all pros. I mean, you lose to basically a rookie. I still think Bo Nix is kind of a rookie in my eyes. Until you reach like year 3 or 4, that's when I don't call you a rookie because there's a lot you don't see. Um, to crash and burn like that, mind you, it was supposed to be Josh Allen's year for the past 5 years. You still can't get it done. I don't know what his PR is. I don't know this PR he has. Personally, I think he shouldn't even be top 3. That's just me though. He's a great player, but you can't. He is very inconsistent. He just started working on the interceptions, and they only did that because they realized how good of a runner he really is. So when you don't got to put the ball in the air, you're not gonna have a lot of interceptions, obviously. So I don't know, man. I don't like this list. I don't like this list, but again, I'm not a head coach. I'm not an exec. Um, so if you have any thoughts, please let me know.
I got a couple, man. I do agree. I think Jalen Hurts should be on this list, and I think Jaden Daniels should also be pushing in the top 10. I know last year was rough, but the year before came in as a rookie and took that Commanders team who was nothing and made them something, And I don't think that should be taken for granted. Now, in the top 10 that you listed, I'd probably say there's about seven, maybe six true great quarterbacks in the Jared Goffs of the world, um, Justin Herbert's, uh, even Drake May to me right now, like Cam Newton would say, are game managers. You're not going to lose a game because of Drake, or you will lose a game because of Drake May, because of Jared Goff, because of Justin Herbert, but you're not going to win one either. You need
Yeah,
performances from other players, from running backs, from defense, from even special teams. So I think that in the top 10, there's like almost a subcategory within it being the game managers. And I think Jalen Hurts is a game manager, but an elite one, probably the best game manager in the league, in my opinion. And that's why he should be here in this top 10. I'm definitely over Herbert. And to be honest, I don't love Drake May, man. He had a great year last year playing against pretty not the greatest competition. I mean, you look at his playoff the teams he played in the playoffs beat the Broncos by a touchdown, and the Broncos didn't have Bo Nix. Beat the Chargers with Justin Herbert, who's horrible in the playoffs. I forget who else he beat, but and the year before, the Patriots were last, I believe, in the AFC East, and they had such a one of the easiest strength of schedules last year. So I'm just not a Drake May believer right now. I can always be proven wrong, and more often than not, I am wrong. But I don't think he deserves to be top 10 at the moment. So that's really all my thoughts. Top five, top six can go either way. I think I would have Lamar a little bit higher than the list had him at five, right? A two-time MVP. Just can't get it done in big moments, but man, he is electric. Obviously,
very.
you got Mahomes up there, rightfully so. Um, Josh Allen too. Let me pull this list up. Joe Burrow, as the quote unquote analyst, I think I would have Lamar over Joe Burrow, and Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow are back and forth, in my opinion. Dak Prescott just hasn't been healthy enough as of late. So
100%.
Dak
I
Prescott,
think
I
that's
guess,
both of their flaws. Both
yeah.
of them is being, you know,
And they both have
body.
horrible defenses, so you really can't see them in the playoffs as much as you would like to. But at least this past year for the Cowboys, it's been that story since Joe Burrow's gotten to the Bengals about the defense. So yeah, that's really all my thoughts I have for this list.
You made a great point, like a very, very great point about Jalen Hurts. He is a game manager, 100%. But but he is I think probably the best game manager right now because he could win with his feet, but he's not Lamar. He's not going to be super explosive, juke you out. No, he's going to get his 5 to 10. He's going to get down. He's going to
Yeah,
run the RPO so well because his body is so compact. It's hard to he's built like a running back, really. He's built like a more lengthy running back, but he is so he he does it so well. But he could be a game changer if he got out of his head. If he started taking more shots like the team wants him to, he could be something deadly. And I think Makai Lemon can probably get that out of him. I think Makai Lemon can build up Jalen Hurts' confidence to, attack the middle a bit more. to hit Devontae Smith deep. You know, I think this is a big year for him to get out of that game manager role and then become a guy that teams actually scheme for. So I mean, you always scheme for the QB. Oh, you got to have a spy for him because he's a running QB, but you're not scheming for him like you're scheming for Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You're not scheming like that. You'll do like, oh, we got a spy. Since we have a spy, somebody has to drop into coverage, do this, do that. You want to be in that situation where coaches are like, okay, we have a period, an hour dedicated to how are we going to contain Jalen Hurts. And right now, I don't think teams are really doing that. So once he reaches that echelon, sky's the limit. His ceiling is still high. I can't forget what I saw at Oklahoma. What I saw at Oklahoma was amazing. What I saw 4 years ago, which is I know it's kind of crazy, 4 years ago, 2022, but that was an amazing year for him when we had like 4,000 some passing yards, I think 700 rushing yards. He was dominant, man. So it's there. It's there. And I don't know if I talked about it. Sam Darnold is not on the list. Um,
Yeah.
the reason he's not on the list, and shout out to Colin Coward, because he said this and he rarely says anything good. It's hard to forget the bad things with quarterbacks. It's hard to forget him. It's hard to forget where he was 3 years ago.
Hmm.
Yes, he's had 2 great years. He's won a Super Bowl, but it's hard to forget where he was because you have to say that because a guy like Daniel Jones, I always called him. I said, at some moment in the season, he's going to go pumpkin. And you can't blame it on the injury because it was before the injury when he went pumpkin mode. It happened. It happens to these QBs. I'm not wishing it on Sam Darnold, but if it happens, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's a great QB, 100%, but the signs of not being a consistent QB were always there. And it showed last year throughout the season that once his body got battle tested, he couldn't hang. You can't keep throwing your body around, dude. You can't keep doing that. It's like you can't do that. And with Sam Darnold, it's teams are gonna realize, oh, he's not that explosive as a QB. He's your regular pocket passer QB. Once they figure that out, okay, we know how to suppress him a bit. Maybe we can turn him back 3, 4 years ago when he was seeing ghosts. So, but again, these guys can surprise me. I can always get surprised and things can change. I will always admit when I'm wrong, but I've yet to be wrong, especially about Joe Burrow and why he should not be top five.
That's what a career arc for Sam Darnold, man. I mean, it's really
Yes.
3 or 4 years ago. He was with the Jets, seeing ghosts. And who do you attribute his resurrection to? Do you give it to Minnesota? Do you give it to the 49ers? Because I think he was with what's his name? Shanahan in San Francisco for a year or a stop,
Mhm.
and then Minnesota for a year, and now in Seattle. Who do you attribute his kind of resurgence to,
Uh,
or just the
it's
Jets
gonna
being?
it's gonna be weird how I'm gonna say this. I'm giving all the credit to how he's playing to the people on the team, to the actual players on the team. That's what's got him to where he is. He had offensive player of the year this year. Then you had Justin Jefferson last year, Jordan
Yeah,
Addison. Um, he didn't start much in San Francisco. I don't think he only
yeah,
started. I, I don't think like full on starter for a lot of games. So, but I mean, he still played with some great players: George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey. Um, Brandon Ayuk was there that year, right? Before the so, like I said, he's played with a lot of good weapons, and I think that plays into it. You got to give these guys credit. So Not knocking them at all. Not knocking them. Not knocking them. And yes, the coaches do play a part. Um, but I think it's more on the actual talent around him that's got him to where he's at. So
Yeah, well, I agree, man. Kenneth Walker, JSN, hell of a defense as well.
yeah,
He's a great game manager in my eyes, and that
he's someone
I don't take that as a slight at all, man. Like
never.
that's not a slight. I hope that people being called game managers doesn't make it. You're not any less of a quarterback. You're just not a superstar, and there's not many superstar quarterbacks in the league.
Tom Brady's a game manager. Peyton Manning's a game manager. Like once you pull up the comparison of once you say Tom Brady and Peyton Manning are game managers, and people are like, how? I want you to put them two side by side and then line up Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh Allen. And you tell me the difference between these two generations and why we say game changer and game manager. Drew Brees, I think Drew Brees is the greatest game manager of all time. I've been criticized by Saints fans by saying they said, "Oh, he's a game changer." No, he is not. No, he is not. That is arguably one of the most accurate QBs of all time. But he's not. He's not going to run for 20 yards. He's not going to do. He's not going to juke everybody in the pocket. You get your hands on Drew Brees, he might go down. He's a small guy. He's a small guy. So there's nothing wrong with being a game manager. Personally, I would like to be a game manager. Game managers play longer. I think
Yeah,
that's pretty obvious. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. We just seen Phillip Rivers came
yeah,
back, even though that was that
that
was
was
that was a that was something. Um, Game managers also don't get injured as much. So,
yeah.
you know,
Okay, it's interesting, man. I don't think I've ever heard Drew Brees called a game manager. It's
you don't like
interesting.
that?
I don't know. I guess I just have so much love for Drew Brees, and it's not a slight to him at all. But he'll always be my
No,
favorite.
not at all. But
Always
like
be.
it's just everything people like about Tom Brady, Drew Brees does it at a better level. He just could not he was in a situation where he couldn't win. Like,
It's a long time.
but
Yeah.
again, like he didn't take pay cuts. Drew Brees didn't take pay cuts. I keep telling people Joe Burrow's going to go down a Drew Brees path, which is when you don't take pay cuts and you want all these pieces around you, you can't actually get a better defense, and you got to throw for 5K a year. Mm, you know, so you gotta start thinking about those things as a QB. But
He revived the state, though. Look at the
100%.
everything outside of football he's done. It's just insane. And he'll always be my favorite player of all time. So one more thing about football, unless you got anything else.
Nah, man, that's all I had.
Okay, so that, we're gonna talk about some potential players to watch out for breaking out next year. I'll let you give your list first, and I'll give a couple of my players I had.
Yes, sir. I have three players that I'm looking to break out. Um, Number one, it's not even a breakout. It's more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a revive in a way.
Okay,
Kyler Murray.
yeah.
Yeah, this might be a little biased, but I think Kyler Murray like career might get revived with the Vikings. Great head coach, great defense, two great wide receivers, great O line, playing indoors. The only problem you have is you're playing at a tough division, but you're an NFL QB getting paid a lot of money. That's what you're there for.
Is he getting paid a
I
lot?
not a bunch, but he's getting paid like he's getting paid. He's getting paid like a starter. I'll say that. Let's see.
They're 1.3 million. Oh, one
That's
for
his
one.
contract?
Yeah, one for 1.3.
Really?
Yeah, what a steal.
Oh, okay. That's why. Cardinals are paying the other 36 mil. So I was wondering, like, okay, I was, but besides the money part, you're surrounded by a lot of talent, great coaching staff, playing indoors. Everything's in your favor. You're still a very mobile QB. You just stay healthy. So I have a lot of hope for him. Two, I think it's been pretty evident how I talk about him. Luther Burden. I think this is the year we see Luther Burden take off. When I say take off, oh my goodness. I'm talking 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, 100 catches. I see it happening with him, man. He has the it factor for a wide receiver. He has it. So, and like I said, Ben Johnson, he knows how to scheme his guys. Caleb Williams, top 10 QB, the next Patrick Mahomes right there. And then my third pick is Harold Fannin. I know he's only a second year player, but being in a situation where there's not a clear cut number one wide receiver, he's going to get leaned on heavily. He's going to be like Trey McBride, where everybody's just going to feed him, feed him, feed him. And it's only going to make him better. And I think he's going to be, for like the next 5 to 10 years, he's going to be seen as a top five tight end in the league. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. It all depends on, you know, the QB play.
Yeah.
But
Well,
those are my three.
I also had Luther Burden in there as well, which is kind of wild to think about. I know obviously DJ Moore left and you have Ben Johnson, but him compared to Rome Odunze, I don't watch a lot of Bears games, but I feel like he's just more. I think he's a middle of the field, kind of all around target, while Rome might be a deep target. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just really how I feel. And I think him and Coach Loveland will dominate the middle of the field and everything, and Rome will be the deep guy. Um,
Yeah.
I also have Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers. I think he'll kind of have his moments this year, especially with the whatever's going on with Ayuk and loss of Jennings, Juwan Jennings to the Vikings. And then you also have Kittle, who unfortunately always seems to be battling some type of injury, and McCaffrey as well. So I think this is a big year for Ricky Pearsall, and you'll see him in the Shanahan offense, who always knows how to move his pieces around. And then finally, my last player is Amarion Hampton for the Chargers.
Oh my goodness.
You don't like him, man?
It's not that I don't like him. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
It's
think he's
something
got.
off about Mario.
I think he's got
It's
potential.
something off about him.
Who else do they have at running back for the Chargers? I like his ability to pass catch and everything like that. Keaton Mitchell is the backup there, so I don't know much
Speedy
about him.
guy. He played for the Ravens.
Really,
Yeah.
Trey Harris, old Rustin native. Uh, big year for Marion Hampton. Maybe not a big year, but better than his rookie year. I think he could potentially. That's kind of what the Chargers need. I guess they kind of need a lot. They really don't have a
He ain't
true.
better than Kyle Monunga.
Who is that?
You don't know Kyle Monunga? Are you not a Kyle Monunga enjoyer?
I have no idea who Kyle Monunga is.
He's the running back for the Browns. Not the Browns, the Bears.
Kyle Monunga.
Yeah, man, Kyle Monunga.
I'm not a Kyle Monunga enjoyer. I can't
Hey,
even find.
listen,
Yeah, I can't even find him.
fantasy that is a fantasy pick right there, man. Kyle
Um,
Monangai.
okay, I'll look out for him then. I can't spell his name right, so I don't even know who he is. But Calvin guy.
Man, he's a
Where
dog.
what college is coming from?
Um,
Seventh round pick.
Rutgers.
Seventh round pick. Pick 233. I guess he played last year. Dang, 169 carries. Okay, so he's a solidified running back too.
Yeah.
He's not what I expected him to look like. I was expecting him to look like a,
What does that mean?
I don't know. I thought Kyle Manunga was just like a, I thought he'd be in his picture like smiling or happy, but no, he looks like he's got his game face on.
Oh yeah, he rarely smiles.
Really?
Yeah. He's all business.
All this,
He's the one who got the
yeah.
this celebration. Yeah. Kyle Kyle Monangai.
I feel like you're a Bears fan. You just hide behind Chiefs clothing.
I'm not a Bears fan.
I'm sure you talk about them.
Well, okay. If I had to choose a team in the NFC, it would be the Bears, 100%.
Is that just because they're,
I just like Ben Johnson. I like Ben Johnson.
yeah.
I just
I just,
didn't like the Lions. I hated the Lions. Wholeheartedly hated the Lions.
you wouldn't pick the Saints.
No, never in a million years would I do that. No.
I think they have a nice, I think they have a nice season coming up. Very easy, straight to schedule.
Nice,
I'm excited to
dude.
see them
They're
show.
pushing for like top four, top five seed. I can see it. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Saints camp right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Alvin Kamara being a team guy, you know, taking the pay cut.
Yeah.
Now they don't have y'all winning the division right now, which is crazy. They have the Bucks winning, and they have the Panthers over y'all as well, which is crazy.
Uh, at least we're better than the Falcons projected, but still, I think they have a good year. I am a little bit concerned about the defense, but we'll see. I don't really
I
like,
mean,
it's not that I don't like
there's
him,
still
but
time.
yeah, there is. Kool-Aid McKinstry is kind of questionable. Isaac Yiadom, he's okay. But it just, they filled the DeMar Davis void with Caden Ellis, who is a good player, but just you're missing so much of DeMario. And I think that's why they brought back Cam Jordan for the
Yeah.
leadership at DeMario kind of left. Sucks that he left. He's, I think, in my eyes, he's really underrated, and he never really got the attention he deserved. I think he was probably the best linebacker in the NFL for a while. I would take him over Bobby Wagner at points in their career.
Really?
Yeah, he was. I feel like he was covering running backs well. I know Bobby Wagner's an incredible tackler, but I don't know if Bobby Wagner was a real true coverage guy like DeMario was.
Yeah, I think Bobby Wagner was really just like a great tackler, but like
Yeah,
he's like I think 100 something tackles off from being like the all time tackle leader.
really.
Yeah. So Demario Davis is a he's a, he's the most consistent linebacker to be like what? He's like what, 33?
I feel like he's older. I feel like he's pushing 40.
Oh, yeah. See,
He's
like
the
that.
old man. He's 37. Yeah, yeah, old. Consistent. You
Oh,
know what you do out of him. And he doesn't miss games either.
Jesus
Doesn't
Christ, man.
miss-
That's
underrated.
hey, is he a Hall
Under-
of Famer or no?
I don't know the criteria for Hall of Famer in NFL, to be honest. I just don't know if he's
If you're
one.
I feel like if you're not a QB and you have amazing stats as your position, you're a Hall of Famer. Like Derrick Henry, obviously Hall of Famer. Uh, Lamar Jackson, he's gonna get in just because he has the MVPs. Jamar Chase will probably get in. Uh, Mike Evans will probably get in. Julio Jones will probably get in. In terms of linebackers, Fred Warner, if he stays like on the trajectory he's on, he'll probably get in. George Kittle, uh, I want to say he would get in, but it's like those injuries are really like holding him back from having great seasons. Sorry.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Well, man, we've been at it for a while. You got
We
anything to
have, man.
close us off with? Because I
Uh,
much as I work for the rest of the day.
I don't have anything else, man. I think
Yeah.
we've covered pretty much everything. It
Any
was a
life
great
advice?
one.
Yeah.
Any life advice? Um, life
It's
advice.
cool if you ain't got none, man. Don't stress yourself out.
I don't, I don't think I have any life advice for you guys right now. Uh, School's starting next month for a lot of you guys, so get your head back in the books. You know, get your school supplies, get your pencils, your notebooks, get your coloring pencils, even a 20 pack of paper towels that your teacher may need for some reason.
Who is our audience? Who do you think our audience is?
I don't know, man. You never know. You gotta diversify your audience. You
Yeah.
know, we could be talking to people in retirement homes playing bingo, or we can be talking to kids who still think Santa Claus is real. Santa Claus is real, guys. So you better be nice. Better be nice. Trying to tell
Watch.
you.
Well, okay. Well, I appreciate the advice for everybody getting their school supplies. That was very considerate, man. Making sure everybody
Yes,
knows.
sir. Yes, sir.
I think I got some advice. Just go outside. Just
Yes.
enjoy nature. Everybody listening, just go outside.
Mm,
Just enjoy outside before it gets cold. Because when it gets cold, it's bad. But enjoy the the nature while we still got it. Cool. All right, well,
yes.
that's do it for me. I guess we'll catch you guys whenever we do. And I appreciate you listening. Thank you all the fans. Leave a like, follow, subscribe, share the podcast to 3 people, and then tell them to share it to 3 more people, and then we'll have a pyramid scheme going, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So, all right, y'all. Hump, you got anything else to say?
Got nothing for y'all, man. Been hard. We'll be on the podcast next with you guys. Let's go.
Only are you getting that here at our channel at Pick and Pod from
Yes,
Hump
sir.
MC.
Pick and pod.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Peace.